Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Naresh Margo. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of Brazil shared deep concern on situation in West Asia. Campaigning for the assembly elections gains momentum in poll-bound states despite festivals. In Madhya Pradesh, BJP to release manifesto today. MSME sector achieves significant milestone by generating over 15 crore employment opportunities. Government announces 1% interest rate rebate to Divyang borrowers for timely repayment. Forex reserves surged by 4.672 billion to 590.783 billion US dollars, says Reserve Bank of India. ICC board suspends Sri Lanka cricket's membership of ICC with immediate effect, and in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, South Africa defeat Afghanistan by 5 wickets in their last league game. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, yesterday shared concerns on the ongoing developments in West Asia. Mr. Modi yesterday received a call from the President of Brazil. During the conversation, the two leaders expressed deep concern at terrorism, violence and loss of civilian lives. Both the leaders also called for concerted efforts for early resolution of the situation. Prime Minister Modi conveyed India's full support for the success of the Brazilian presidency of the G20. They discussed ways to further expand bilateral cooperation in all areas to follow up to their meeting on the sidelines of the G20 summit in New Delhi. Campaigning for the assembly elections is gaining momentum in the 4 poll-bound states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Telangana. In Madhya Pradesh, campaigning for the assembly elections is in full swing. Albeit the festive commitments, star campaigners of all political parties are putting in their efforts. Bharatiya Janata Party will release its manifesto for the state assembly election today. The BJP has named it Sankalp Patra. National President of BJP, Jagat Prakash Nadda, will release the party's manifesto in Bhopal today. On the other hand, to give further impetus to the party's campaign, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will address public meetings in the Dhar and Indore districts today. Many union ministers, chief ministers and other senior leaders of the BJP will also be present for the campaign. On the other hand, former Chief Ministers Kamal Nath and Digvijay Singh will take command of the campaign in support of the Congress candidates. Senior leaders Arun Yadav, Ajay Singh and Suresh Pachauri will also participate in the campaign. Congress is prepared to celebrate today the birth anniversary of its former leaders Maulana Abul Kalam Azad and Sitaram Kesari to connect the voters. At the same time, leaders of the Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, Aam Aadmi Party and Gondwana Ganatantra Party have also put their full strength in the campaign. On the other hand, people are taking advantage of the facility of voting from home provided by the Election Commission on a large scale.
Under the facility of vote from home provided by the Election Commission of India to senior citizens above 80 years of age and people with more than 40% Divyangta, 48,894 voters in the state have availed the benefit till 9th November. Apart from this, more than 1,66,000 officers and employees engaged in election duty and 532 employees engaged in urgent duty have also voted with complete secrecy. In this way, more than 2 lakh people have already cast their votes in Madhya Pradesh before the voting. Voting will be held on all 230 seats in Madhya Pradesh in a single phase on 17th November. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
In Chhattisgarh, the campaign for the second phase of assembly elections has intensified. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be in Mungeli district on a one-day visit to Chhattisgarh on 13th November. In Rajasthan, 80 political parties including the BJP and Congress are in the fray for the state assembly elections. A total of 1,875 candidates are contesting the elections. Out of these, 737 are independent candidates. The Bharatiya Janata Party is contesting from all 200 seats, while Congress is contesting from 199 seats. Congress has left one seat for its ally, Rashtriya Lokdal. More from our correspondent.
Apart from BJP and Congress, Bahujan Samaj Party has fielded its candidates on 185 seats. Rashtriya Loktantrik Party and Azad Samaj Party have fielded candidates on 124 seats in alliance. Aam Aadmi Party candidates are contesting 86 seats, Bharatiya Adivasi Party 27 seats, Right to Recall Party 26 seats and Indian People's Green Party candidates 21 seats. Jananayak Janata Party is contesting 20 seats, Bharatiya Tribal Party and CPIM 17 seats each, while AIMIM candidates are contesting 10 seats. Jitendra Dwivedi, Akashvani News, Jaipur.
In Telangana, various parties have stepped up their electioneering for the upcoming assembly elections in the state as filing of nominations ended yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing a public meeting at the parade grounds in Sikandrabad later this evening. This is the second visit of the BJP senior leader to Hyderabad in the past 3 days. He addressed BC's Atma Gaurav Sabha on the 7th of this month at LB Stadium. From our correspondent, this report.
BJP senior leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching Hyderabad this evening and will address a public meeting being organized in the name of Viswarupa Sabha of the oppressed classes, with Madiga Reservation Porata Samiti playing a key role. Meanwhile, BJP senior leaders and central ministers Anurag Singh Thakur has taken part in an election rally at Bhonagiri, while another senior leader, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, campaigned for Janasena party candidate supported by BJP, Satish Reddy, at Kodada constituency. Another minister, Bhagwant Kuba, has taken part in electioneering in support of BJP candidate in Kalvakurti. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah campaigned in Kamareddy district for PCC President Revanth Reddy and another Congress leader, Shabir Ali. BRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao will be taking up his second round of electioneering in about 50 constituencies from Monday onwards. Lakshmi, Akashvani News, Hyderabad.
Counting of votes in all 5 states will be taken up on the 3rd of December. The micro, small and medium enterprises MSME sector has achieved a significant milestone by generating over 15 crore employment opportunities. Union MSME Minister Narendra announced this through a social media post. He highlighted the important role of the Udyam portal in facilitating this achievement, with the registration of over 3 crore MSME units on the portal. Out of these 3 crore registered MSMEs, more than 41 lakh are women-owned MSMEs. He noted that among the 15 crore employment opportunities generated, over 3.4 crore are held by women. The government has announced a 1% interest rate rebate to Divyang borrowers under the National Handicapped Finance and Development Corporation loan for timely repayment. The decision was taken to further enhance financial inclusion and foster economic empowerment among persons with disabilities. Secretary, Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities Rajesh Agrawal said the move is aimed at reducing the financial burden on Divyang individuals seeking financial assistance and encouraging responsible repayment practices. Mr. Agrawal yesterday gave checks to 8 Divyang loan beneficiaries. Reserve Bank of India said yesterday that India's forex reserves surged by 4.672 billion US dollars to 590.783 billion US dollars for the week ended 3rd November. This increase took it to a 7-week high mark. The Apex Bank said that the foreign currency assets rose by 4.392 billion US dollars. The overall value of the gold held was up by 200 million at 46.123 billion US dollars. The country's special drawing rights increased by 64 million to 17.975 billion US dollars, while its reserve position with the International Monetary Fund rose by 16 million to 4.789 billion US dollars. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. In Punjab, the widespread rainfall throughout the day on Friday has given relief to people from smoke pollution, and the air quality index of different cities has also improved significantly. The number of stubble burning cases in the fields has come down to only 6, whereas in the previous week it had been more than 3,000. According to the state's Chief Environment Engineer Krunesh Garg, the environmental penalty for stubble burning has been imposed on 4,422 farmers till the 9th of November. A report.
In all these cases, a total environmental compensation of more than 11 crore 26 lakh rupees has been imposed, out of which 11 lakh 50,000 rupees recovered so far. The highest environmental compensation was imposed on 894 farmers in border districts of Amritsar and 885 in Taran. This number of these two districts constitute about 40% of the total cases of environmental compensation. Apart from this, 370 red entries have been made in Khasra Girdawari, while 67 FIRs have also been registered under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code. Sheshu Sharma Shantal, Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
The Uttar Pradesh government will aim for the 6th Guinness World Record by lighting 21 lakh earthen lamps or diyas on Deepotsav today at 51 ghats of Ayodhya, including the Ram Ki Paidi. Governor Anandiben Patel, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, both the Deputy Chief Ministers and several other state cabinet ministers will grace the event. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has called this event a rehearsal before the grand opening of the Ram Temple in January. A report.
More than 25,000 volunteers of Ram Manohar Lohia Awadh University and its affiliated colleges have been roped by the Ayodhya administration for this Deepotsav. To make the record easily, volunteers have placed 24 lakh diyas on the ghats under the supervision of ghat in charge and coordinators. The diyas of all the ghats are being counted by the Guinness Book of World Records team. In the morning, Tourism Minister Jaivir Singh will inaugurate 7 tableaus of Tourism Department based on 7 cantos of Ramayana and 11 tableaus of Information Department in the Sobha Yatra. The Governor and the Chief Minister will view the tableaus of the Sobha Yatra at Ram Katha Park. A glimpses of India's folk culture will also be seen in the Deepotsav. The Chief Minister will also inaugurate a 3D holographic show, projection mapping and laser show based on Ramayana in the evening. Om Avasti, AIR News, Ayodhya.
The International Cricket Council ICC board has suspended Sri Lanka cricket's membership of the ICC with immediate effect. Media reports mention that the ICC board met today and determined that Sri Lanka cricket is in serious breach of its obligations as a member, in particular the requirement to manage its affairs autonomously and ensure that there is no government interference in the governance, regulation or administration of cricket in Sri Lanka. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Australia will take on Bangladesh in Pune at 10:30 a.m., while England will face Pakistan in their last Group League match in Kolkata at 2 p.m. today. Meanwhile, South Africa defeated Afghanistan by 5 wickets in their last league game at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad yesterday. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Prashant Kumar Sinha.
Thank you, Naresh. A headline in the Indian Express says, need humanitarian pauses, stop conflict spread, India-US on Gaza. Rain to the rescue, toxic haze lifts as capital's AQI improves to poor, says the Hindustan Times. Odd even plan put off, writes the Asian Age. The Pioneer says, Supreme Court for carrot and stick policy to stop farm fires. Business Standard says that in connection with a money laundering case, assets worth 50 crore rupees of Hero Motorcorp chairman Pavan Munjal have been attached by the Enforcement Directorate. In Vidarb's Yavatmal district, a centuries-old shrine to Sita, unique in its reverence of a mother's fortitude, has got a quiet makeover, writes the Times of India. And finally, inclusiveness on menu shows Apex Court makes space for cafe run by the disabled. CGI inaugurated Mitti Cafe run by an NGO. And with that, it's back to you, Naresh.
Thank you, Prashant. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of Brazil shared deep concern on situation in West Asia. Campaigning for the assembly elections gains momentum in poll-bound states despite festivals. In Madhya Pradesh, BJP to release manifesto today. MSME sector achieves significant milestone by generating over 15 crore employment opportunities. Government announces 1% interest rate rebate to Divyang borrowers for timely repayment. Forex reserves surged by $4.672 billion to $590.783 billion, says Reserve Bank of India. ICC board suspends Sri Lanka cricket's membership of ICC with immediate effect. And in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, South Africa defeat Afghanistan by 5 wickets in their last league game. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.